Alright, and we are back to continue our Chrono Trigger Crimson Echoes Let's Play walkthrough. This is Geo Will from FM Productions Squared. And if you recall, when last time we did some recording, I ended up getting stuck behind a tree during this part. So I had to go back and basically redo everything that we'd already done because I hadn't saved it since then. So all the side quests we had done I had to redo. And any progress I made in side quests, like the Specco one, had to redo that one battle. And I also went through and did a little bit more leveling than I did before. Than last time. So Isla's gotten her last skill, triple kick, and we're kind of close to getting the other ones as well. Oops, wrong one. Let's have a look here. 256 and went for Luminaire 307, so pretty close. We are up to level 60 now as well, so it's like, I don't know, 5 levels higher than we were before. I also have brought in the other characters to get any skills that would be unlocked with that. Yeah, so this is based on a time thing, it's not based on a movement thing, which is interesting. So even if you're just standing around, so if you're looking into a random battle like that, it's kind of interesting that they managed to pull that off. They really did a lot of really interesting stuff with this fan game. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to jump out and we're going to, out of here, and we're going to we're going to use a shelter and save, and come back in and we'll try and complete the puzzle. I had completely forgotten that I had any shelters, so instead of using all those items, I could have been using the shelters, but that didn't happen last time. I've been using them this time though. So I got quite a few of them left, of the ethers and whatnot left. Make sure to save, just in case we get stuck again. Don't have to redo all that. Alright. So I guess I already stepped on that earlier. We can just do a twist around this. And I also noticed that Robo, all of his skills, all of his techs use a crazy amount of MP. For example, Twister uses 6, the Beast Toss is 13. So whenever we have those Bellbirds, it costs a lot of MP to take them out. Luckily it only takes one of them to take them out, but still. Robo's MP gets drained pretty quick. Drained PDQ. Pretty damn quick. Okay. So we got stuck behind this tree before, so I'm gonna try and not walk behind it this time. Alright, 3 is just over the way past the way here. Now 4. I think 4 is over here somewhere. That's 5. There's one more lower. Maybe not. Let's try the one over here. And there's a Bellbird. Alright. I think it's funny is Robo has haste on, but he's still way slower than everybody else. It's actually kind of ridiculous how slow he is. Alright, and I'll take these 2 rounds out in one shot. Like I said, if we're looking to train here, Isla, Chrono, Robo, combination of characters is your best bet because they have the best skill set to deal with these guys. There might be a stone unlock triple tech you could use, but if you don't want to go through this and try and figure out which ones work, then this is the best combination. Oh, there it is. So now 5. That's 6. So we'll have to go do 5 and come back to this one. Oh, there's a bird here, so let's deal with it. Interestingly enough, this skill does not work on the other ones, the right imps. Not sure why. But it always misses, so it's probably because it's a land-based enemy being carried in the air instead of just being an air-based enemy. It shouldn't work on either of them logically, if we're gonna go there, whatever. That big Bellbird's really hard to kill in that case, so I'm not gonna really question it too much. So, I did a little bit more reading up on the endings and whatnot. So there's 10 endings to this game. 2 endings are based on an option that you choose when you go to the last dungeon. And I think the other ones are gotten by going to complete the game at various points. So what we'll probably do is do a new game plus to get the other ones. I'll have to read up on the other ones, so I haven't actually looked at how to get those other ones in. I just know there's 2, depending on what option you choose to do for the last dungeon. And it almost feels like this place is designed so that you can level up like crazy here and get a bunch of skills. A bunch of tech points, kind of like those rock guys, and during the whole Fall of Zeal thing. I believe the last one's up here. I believe there's only 7 total. I wonder if once we do this, if this area gets locked off. Or not locked off, but the enemies don't spawn anymore. Because I did confirm that you don't get tech points across benched characters, you do get experience points. So if I wanted to use this to do, instead to do other characters as well for their skills, we'd have to exact or extract? $12,000 here. Interesting. I don't think you've ever had her full name disclosed in the series, in the actual game itself. Respect determination. What the hell is that? I respect how purely evil you are. Alright, we'll see how this goes. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, great. Okay then, Robo's taking it pretty hard. Jeez. Now let's use Heal Beam. Probably use some healing right now. God. Alright. We need to take out that red-haired one first, I think. Another Chaos ability. Interesting, the enemy names are different. Zombor and Nega. Makes you wonder if the... That's weird, actually. Oh wow, that healed her. Damn. Yeah, I'm doing so much damage, but it's the status stuff that's really annoying as hell. I think we should focus on physical attacks. I think other stuff's gonna kill these guys. Okay, maybe not that. Seems like fire does a lot of damage to that one. That's the healer. Flare. Robo's MP's out. Yes, good. Now we're good. I'll need to recover all of Robo's full tonic. Or no, I'm gonna go full either. Oh, probably need to do that too, so. Can I actually use a heal? Where are those? Yay! Just got recast. See if we can get a twister pulled off before. Damn. I don't think so. Oh no, it did. Good. Either it didn't affect. I love the fact that we had gotten that off before then has helped us helped her not get chaosed. That's interesting. Zombor and Naga on the enemies. Makes me wonder if the Zombor boss was cannibalized to make these two enemies. Ouch. Ouch. That's some massive damage. Lots of different skills. All of them cost bloody friggin' status effects. It's kind of annoying. Let's try Thor hammer on this one. That's not too bad. 1200 damage. The queen should be lowercase. But whatever, it's the grammar Nazi in me coming out. Still, seriously, it should be lowercase queen for that one. Lead band, funnel 17. Jeet Kundo. That's an. I wonder if we got. I wonder if we got items related to the characters we had. No, I guess not. Held up and ready to go. Both for speed. So, do we still have random battles? I'm gonna say no, probably. Yeah, supposedly this area was a manifestation of Queen's... Oh no, we do. Okay, never mind. I take that back. Apparently we do. Awesome. So we can use this as a training ground. What's funny is I'm getting more experience and tech points than we got from the boss out of these regular enemies. It's kind of messed up, actually. Good, so we can come back here later to train. Well, I can. Anyway. Did not get stuck this time. Awesome. Alright, let's go ahead and use a shelter. Also want to bring over Frog instead of Robo. And then we'll save. And actually, I didn't want to close that just yet. I want to go to the equip screen and equip Gwen with breastplate and anything else. Might find there. Alright. So let's head back to Chronopolis and see what other things there are to do. I know there's still something to do in the present with the, well, there's the thing with Johnny and the thing with the you know, the thing. the museum. Oh, also when I went back there and did the 180 side quest, I chose the other option to side against Cedric. It's not that much different. All you have to do is you go back to Cedric, you get poison, then you go, or Cedric, not Cecil, Cedric. You get poison from him, then you go down to the south encampment, and you basically poison Cambyses' food, and that's all there is to it. It's not that big of a deal. In case you were wondering if there was some awesome thing that you missed by not doing that option to set against Cedric. So the museum in Chorus. Man in this area is limiting experience with the sun. It works this facility. Gearhead in this area. God of War. So there's still 4 more to do. So there's 2 for here, 1 for the present, and then you have the Specchio thing. Really quick, I'm gonna go look up the. Let's deal with the stuff that's here, the stuff with Johnny and the other one. The other one shouldn't be so hard. The one's kind of hard because that's like a whole trading thing similar to Ocarina of Time. I had to go look up exactly how that's supposed to go, and then we'll do that. Okay, well, unfortunately, the Immemorial video doesn't actually do the last 2 side quests. The quest with Johnny and the quest with the mall isn't done, or the museum isn't done. So we'll just have to go and try and figure those out. Though I did. Alright, so yeah, I couldn't find. So I'll just have to muddle through those. For the Specchia thing, I've got an idea of where those are at, and then so it's just those 2, and oh, there's one more for this era. Let's go do that one right now since we're here. So this guy's pretty easy to find, Agent 9. He's in the forest maze in Prehistoric Era. And you have to go find Azella, I think? No, Azella. One of the Yaluk, I think. One of the reptites that you left there in the Prehistoric Era. To find her. And then you can only do this. Also, you can only do this if you saved Isla from being killed by Zeal earlier. If you haven't done that, you can't do this quest because you need Isla to be able to to negotiate a truce with the reptites. All right. Forest maze, where are you? There you are. So this is actually a place that you haven't been to before. You see it though in the earlier on when you when you're in the I forget exactly what we're doing. I think you're over rescuing Isla or you're doing something, and then the shaking starts and stuff with Zeal happens. You see the secondary team in this place. So as this is the first time here, you can pick up all kinds of stuff. There are chests everywhere for you to pick up, so we'll just kind of go looking for those right now. It's a Hyper Ether, a Mega Elixir, I think maybe a few other things as well. It's a very annoying map though. Because it's slightly hard to get around. Yeah, gold earring. Agent 9's around up here somewhere. We're just gonna kind of ignore him for the moment. Actually, from what I've read, though, the Chrono, the Crimson Echoes team are pretty happy with this map. Pretty happy with it. The players not so much, because the players see it as like a total just insanity fest as far as like trying to navigate your way through it. But it's not that bad. Is there a chest down here, or is this just a random area? It's just a random area, I guess. Let's go find Agent 9. It's up here somewhere. There he is. I think we've got all the chests. So now we need to go to, really quick though, what I want to do is, because this, going through, we also have a thing with Spicchio. Let's go back to, so the next place you find him at is in the Dark Ages. And that actually, that first place that you find with Magus, up this mountain. Or no, the Beast Forest, rather. Oh, there's also something else. The Jade Orb that you find in Dalton's place. If you can give it to somebody to give at the clearing, it'll give you a glass rose. And if you take that with you before you go to the to enact Bethlazar's plan with the time egg earlier in the game, it'll unlock an extra scene. I'm not sure if I did that or not. I don't think I did, because I think I still have the egg.